Hi, in this video I will show you how you can run your awesome website within a Docker container. And then I will show you how it is done in .NET 8. There are some changes. Now you can create a Docker image without a Docker file, and you don't want to miss that. My name is Simon Asafa and I'm a freelance programmer. Let's get started. If you don't have Docker installed, you can get it from here and just follow the instruction. And once installed, you can verify by looking into its version. But you can also look at the UI, the Docker desktop. Here you have the containers, and then you have the images. And if you are on Windows subsystem for Linux, you might want to check the settings if it's enabled. Okay, let's continue. The first step in building an image is creating a Docker file. For that, I'll use Visual Studio Code. Here I'll create the file. The name will start with a capital D and without a file extension so that Docker recognizes it. And then I'll start by creating a base image. This is like the foundation where everything, all my files will be standing upon. Then I will choose a web server. If you wonder where this comes from, by default, it's coming from here, the Docker Hub. But you can also create another registry which is private for you. And here, as you can see, you'll find all kind of images. All right, back to Visual Studio. And here we copy our file. The source is the local computer and the destination is in the container. And this is where Nginx will be looking for our website. Okay, once we have our file, we can go and start create the Docker image. For that, we use the following command. The T here is for tag. And this is just a random name, my initial, not system administrator. And the dot is where the files are located. In this case, the current location. Now we have an image. So let's get the list of the images. Ignore the gray part, it's just to filter the images. And here you'll see one image is created with the same name we just gave. Okay, and this is the version. It's a default because we didn't give any version. Okay, now let's run the container and see what happens. This is how you run it. The D is for you want to run it in the background. The P is the port. Nginx listens in port 80 within the container, but that's not accessible outside the container. So we tell it we want to use this 8080 and map this one, please, with the container. And then we give it the name of the image we just created, that one. So this should create us a container. Okay, let's just go ahead and see it in the UI. Here you see the image, yeah. The containers are here and the images are here. So if you go back to the container and then we click on this, it will take us to the website we created. Okay, let's recap. We started with an HTML file and then we added the Docker file. Using that Docker file, we build an image, and this is how you give it a different tag here, like version 1. And then we build the containers. With this command, you can list all your containers. And if you want to give your container specific name, you can use this command. And once you have a container, you can, of course, use it and stop it using its container ID and name. You can remove it. You can remove an image. But you can also push it to a Docker Hub. All right, now we're gonna use .NET 8. This is the version I'm using. First, I'm gonna build a simple .NET API. Yes, with a very creative name. So once it's done, I will try to run it just to show you that nothing is changed. Okay, all the files are created. Okay, let's try to run it. And then if I open this web link, then hopefully I'll see the Swagger file. It's just, yeah, the most sophisticated, the weather forecast app, you know. And there you go. It's nothing special, just empty .NET API. Now let me try to put this in a container. For that, we're going to use .NET Publish. It might take a while. And now we have images. Let's see what kind of image it's created. Yes, you can see it created an image of 221 MB. And now I can run it using port 8080. In .NET 8, the port is changed from 80 to 8080, in case you don't know. Okay, this is our container. And yeah, that's ID, the image used, and the listening to port 8080. Okay, let's go try and to open the page. The default setting doesn't allow Swagger, so we have to type it, but that you can change, of course, in your code. There you go, it's working. All right, to the last part. This is the last thing I want to show you. Instead of using just a general purpose, the base image, just by changing the base image and the container family, you can reduce the size of your build, of your image. It can go from hundreds into tens of megabytes. So I hope you have fun watching this video, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.